What's up, Northwest? I'm Bridget Bendo.
And I'm Taven Mesh.
Today is October 18th.
And welcome back to Cougar Roundup.
Have you started thinking about college?
No, but here's Miss Martin to tell you about where to start.
I hope that the event sheds some light on different opportunities for students and the best path for them as an individual. My role in the school is to help kind of figure out which pathway is best for each individual student. So if that's talking through different options or looking at financial aid together or what needs to happen to get the student on that right path, that's how I can best serve you all. So I'm in here all the time. Students, please come in with questions, please come in with ideas. That's kind of my role, is to help guide you all through figuring out what's best. So.
I really want to learn how to do sign language.
Go to Sign Language Club. Here's a video telling you all about it.
For me, sign language is very significant because it was the first language I chose to learn, and it's still my absolute favorite. It's such a different way to emote and to communicate with people. I started signing because I was 9 and very bored, so I started working on it in my own time. And the more that I did it, the more that I found that I really loved it. I've been able to connect with new people in the deaf community and have friends who are deaf. So the club meets every Monday at 7 in the morning. And we basically work on learning sign language and working on the grammar. Some days we work on signing songs and we do drills and things like that.
In our seminar class, I had a group of students who said, hey, I want to learn sign language. And we had about 5 minutes on a TCB day, and so I started to show them some signs. And then as I look across the room, Sarah's signing to me. And I could tell right away that she was pretty fluent. And so I'm asking her, how did you learn to sign? She's saying, well, she was just really interested, that she had time back when she was about 9 years old, and so she had learned some sign language. And so I thought, well, much better her do this than me. So the next week I asked her, would you be interested in starting a sign language club? And she jumped right on that.
And for the future, we'll probably just continue with that and keep learning and working on it. And I'm sure we'll find some way to integrate that into the deaf community and find a way to reach out to people, and it'll be a really good experience.
I'm definitely going to try that out.
I used to play the flute. Want to hear?
No, let's let the marching band show us something good, though.
There's a lot of outside hours outside of school. There's just a lot of things you have to take care of. I really enjoy band, and it's a great way to meet new people, especially coming to high school. There's a lot, it's an automatic friend group. The people that you meet and make friends with, it makes it a lot better and more enjoyable. Honestly, I don't think there's a least favorite part. There's just a lot of work, so I think that takes a lot of time and energy. Most of my time and energy during the fall season goes to marching band.
I've been in band. This is my 3rd year in marching band. My favorite part about marching band is really just the experience, the fun you have doing it, getting to meet all these new people who like to do the same thing as you. And just over the years, as you progress further through it, you just kind of grow a bit of a bond with them over all the different shows you do. Most of it is really just things like, aside from the mornings, they have things like outside practices, hours like that you have to put into, all sorts of performances that you have to work up to as well. Say yes, all of it is, all your benefits are worth the effort of putting into marching band.
Ty Lindemann is for sure our football team's MVP.
Isn't he short?
Doesn't matter. Let's watch this video to see how his shortness never hinders his play.
Ty Lindemann is a senior on varsity football playing at Shawnee Mission Northwest High School. Despite his small stature, Ty is ranked to the top of the state of Kansas for receiving yards. Today, we take a deeper look at how his height affects his gameplay and his future.
Being smaller receiver, I'd say positively impacted me by not being as easy of a target to hit and tackle as well. Negatively, I'd say it hurts a little bit in scouting if I want to have any future plans with football, and I can't jump 11 feet in the air and grab a ball. For me, the recruiting process has been quiet. Obviously, with my height, there's not too many schools want a 5'7", 145-pound receiver. I think it's too little.
Despite his height, Ty has kept a level head through the years.
First realized I think I have a really good chance of playing at the next level, getting recruited, because I just had one of the better seasons. So I was the leading receiving in yards. As a player, I would say I'm more of a quiet leader. Say I set a good example for my team, but not always the loudest person on the field. I like to stay humble. I don't think it's a big deal. Season's still going on. Let's just see how the season turns out, and at the end of the year, if I'm on top, it's great.
Ty's receiving coach Jay Black has seen Ty on and off the field for the past 4 years.
He's very quick and explosive, and he's hard for defenses to tackle. As many skills as he has and as much talent, he's just as smart about the game of football and knows how to play the game and get open. He's got great vertical jump. He's lifted in the weight room. He's one of the best vertical jump kids we've had. And he makes up for his height because he's always in the right place at the right time. It makes all of us feel really good. We talk about as wide receivers and as a football team how it takes all of us to get things done. It takes a couple receivers to get open or a couple receivers to take up the defenders so Ty can be open. And so we look at those yardage and those stats as a whole unit instead of just one man, and Ty's really good at giving credit to others. There's probably a lot of schools that are overlooking him because of his size, which is ridiculous because whatever level he plays at, if you can't touch him, you're not going to tackle him.
Despite Ty's height, it is evident that there's a bright future ahead of him, and only time will tell what the next level holds for him.
Ouch, Shaven, I think I hurt my back at cheer yesterday.
Well, lucky for you, Trainer Dan can help with that. Let's learn more about him.
I work here at Northwest as a full-time athletic trainer. I've going on year number 6 for me. Part of my role responsibilities is to take care of the athletic medical needs for injuries or anything that might happen for our athletes that participate here at Shawnee Mission Northwest. The reason that I went into athletic training, there's 3 primary reasons. And the first one is I'm passionate about the medical field. I love medicine, I love helping people, which is number 2. And the third part was I was an athlete as well, both high school and in college. And because of the injuries that I had sustained back in high school, I didn't have someone there in my position to help me. So it's kind of an internal kind of passion of mine to hopefully help athletes get through their own injuries in high school life and at the same time know how to take care of themselves once they leave here and have someone like me here to help them when they do unfortunately go through injuries. Favorite part of the job, I have to say it's probably seeing the progression of athletes from their freshman year through their senior year. Being on year 6, I finally have started to see, I've seen all my seniors go through their tenure here at the high school. And so I've got to see them excel. And I'll have some athletes that have a story with me. They've lived a tale with me of how they've had to go through injuries, how they've excelled through them, how those injuries change year by year, and how they've accomplished things in their sport that they're participating. So that's kind of one of my passions here at the high school life, is being around the athletes and just getting to see them grow through the program. And it means more to me because I saw them on day 1 till the day they graduate.
Well, Northwest, that's it for this week's Cougar Roundup.
I hope you all have an amazing weekend. And that's on Cougars.